A Picasso painting from 1932 was sold at auction in London for nearly $45 million. The picture is a portrait of Picasso's so-called golden muse, Marie-Thérèse Walter. They first met in Paris in 1927 when she was 17. At another auction, this painting by the Italian artist Amedeo Modigliani sold for $42 million, well over the pre-sale estimate of $34 million. I spoke just now to the art market specialist for Sotheby's and Christie's, Godfrey Barker. He told me Russians, Chinese and South Americans are now competing with buyers from America.
Money put into masterpieces does even better than money put into gold, does far better than money lodged in Wall Street, and it's been like this for 10 years, and it's going to carry on in the future.
Is there something particular? We have a lot of people in the States particularly watching at the moment. It seems the Americans are back in a big way, but also the Russians and many people from Latin America.
That's the sudden news from London this week. Americans have been rather weak performers for the last 2 or 3 years because of the cunning devaluation of the dollar. Now things are changing. Tonight in London, last night also, we saw stronger American buying than we've seen in 3 or 4 years. But the Russians were major performers last night and tonight. They have particular types of picture that they like. Chinese are joining in too. We saw that Picasso last night, $45 million, sold to Hong Kong. So almost certainly it's disappeared into mainland China.
And talking specifically about the Picasso, which we've just been seeing, and the Modigliani, we have observed, of course, that these are not pictures of their wives. What is the significance here?
The big money in Picasso's mistresses and Modigliani's mistress, Jeanne Boutin, is that it's a personality cult. The more the life of the artist is as interesting as the paintings he did, the more people are attracted and the more money pours into the market.
And when you look at these pictures, knowing what you know, what do you make of them? I mean, leaving aside the money just for a moment.
Well, to be honest, the Picasso last night is one of the weakest of the 25 portraits of Marie-Thérèse Walter. If that was worth £25 million, the best of them, the picture called The Dream, must be approaching $100 million, maybe more now. Money is coming in from all over the world. What's transforming it is that Russians, Chinese, South Americans are now competing head-on with buyers from America, Canada and Europe. They've got the cash. They love putting it into art because art makes money disappear. Nobody keeps a register of where Picassos are held.
Well, on that point, just briefly, I know there are people watching now who do have that kind of money. Most of us, has to be said, do not. What are people going to do with this art? It's only worth that kind of money to them, surely, if they're going to sell it eventually. Or is it a safe place to put your money?
You're absolutely right. Many of these pictures will come back on the market in 5 or 10 years' time. It's known as flipping in the art business, and you flip in order to double your money, or if you hold it for more than 10 years, do even better than that. So ultimately, it's not the price you pay that matters, it's the profit you make at the end of the road.